Okay, this packet's just notes. Now read the directions. Determine the method needed to solve. You're either using set boxes or x to the second equals. Okay, so there are two answers to the equation. I don't need to find them. But do I have any x's not to the second power? Yeah, right there. So when I can find an x not to that power, it's set boxes. So the zero's there, so you're set, and then move on to the next problem. Now, if it's not set, I want you to set it along with me. Okay. Now, two answers. Put your method here. Do you have any x's not to that second power? No, I don't. There are no x's in that equation that are not to the second power. So this is get the x squared equals. And that's when I dot and circle, add 2, divide by 3, and then find the square root of that number. Okay, I don't need to do it. I just, when it's x squared equals, just put a big x squared equals there. Okay, my next problem, there's two answers. Do we have any x's not to the second power? Indeed we do, right there. So the method I use is to set the equation and use my boxes. But it's not set, okay? So I set it myself. I need to second power plus blank x plus blank equals 0. I'll get a different color pen so you guys can see what I'm about to do. Now, circle the equals. For x to the seconds, you just have 1, okay? So you just fill that in with 1. For x's, you have a 3. It's positive, but it's on the wrong side of the equals. It needs to be over on this side. So I minus 3x. And since there's no number to put that with, okay, because this was the only x I had, just put a little minus 3x up there in the corner. So you have negative 3. Now, numbers without x, okay? The only one you have is this plus 3, but it's on the wrong side of the equals because I want it, here's my own equals, I want it over here. So I minus 3. And there's nowhere to put that, so I just put a little minus 3 there and I put negative 3. And now it's set, okay? Okay, my next problem. There's two answers. Do you have any x's not to the second? Yeah, right there and right there. So I got to use, again, the set boxes method. But again, the problem with this is you're not set, okay? So you set it yourself like this because you can't make the boxes until you're set equal to 0. So here's my equals. So what do you have for x a second? You just have this 2 here. It's only 1. It's on the correct side. It's on the left side, so I can put a 2 there. I don't need to switch it. X's. Well, we have two x's right here and right here. This is on the side it's supposed to be on. This one's not. So I put a plus and switch that to minus 7x to get rid of it. And then I don't put that up in the corner because it would go with this one. So I put minus 7x just right beside it. So to find what I put in there, I take negative 7 minus 7. Okay. Which is negative 14. And now we can cross those off. Now, non-x numbers, I have 23. That's the only one. It's on the left side of the equals. Left is this side, right's this side. That's where I want it, so I don't need to switch it. I just put 23 here, and we're good. So it would be 3 terms, GCFT. Okay, there are two answers to this, and you have an x not to the second power. So again, it's the set boxes method of solving it. And we are set here, so that's good. Okay, I'll move on to the next problem. There would be 2 terms here, so it would be GCF DOPS. Okay, now how about here? You have x to the second, and you also have an x not to the second, so you need to use the set boxes. But if you don't see a 0 on the right side of the equation, this is right, you're not set, so you set it yourself. Okay, here's my own, the equals in the original equation. So x is second, we have 1. That's on the correct side, so I just put 1. That's the only x squared I have in the equation. For x, I just have this 2 right there. It's the only one I have. But it's on the wrong side of the equation. So I put a plus and I switch it to minus to get rid of it. Now there's nowhere to put that because there's no x, just regular x on this side of the equation. So I just put a minus 2x up in the corner and I have negative 2. It's not like that one problem where I got rid of the x and I'm like, oh, there's another x on the other side just like that, so I put it with it. No, it goes up here and I slip it there. Okay, non-x numbers, all we have is the plus 48, so I'm minus 48. Now again, there's nothing over there. There's no non-x numbers over there. So I just put minus 48 up there. And negative 48 goes into the box. So that's 3 terms. That'd be GCFT. But you are set now. Okay, this problem here. There's 3 answers. So third power. Do you have any x's not to the third power? Yeah, here and here. So again, the method we would go with would be the set boxes strategy. Okay, the 0's here, so we're set. Okay, now there are 1, 2, 3, 4 terms, so it'd be the grouping and then the dots. We did that earlier this week. Okay, this next one here, there'd be 2 answers. I forgot to write that because of x to the second. Do you have any x's in the whole equation that are not to the second? Yeah, right there. So when that happens, I use the set boxes strategy, not the x squared. But we're not set, so we set it ourselves. With those problems, I just want to make sure they are set on this assignment. So here's the equals. So x second, you just have this 2 here. It's on the left side, so I just don't switch it. I slip it 2, cross it out. Non-x number, or x numbers, just regular x. All you have is the negative 18, so you switch that to a positive 18x. And then there's nowhere for that to go. There are no regular x's on this side, so I just put plus 18x, so 18. Then finally, non-x numbers, we have 39, and that's on the left side. And here's the left side, so I put 39 right there. So it's on the left, don't switch. If it's on the right, you switch it. And if there's another term like it, you put it. If not, just put it up there.